I always like to talk about funding from the perspective of someone who has started, however small, start. Because if you have not started, there is a lot about that business idea that you have not tested. In your head, it is well refined. In your head, it is okay. There is no pothole. Everything will work. Until you hit the market, you will not know. Let's pretend you started your business 2 months ago. You did not anticipate that there will be a blackout in Bayelsa. And you started your business 2 months ago. And in your business expense, there was no provision for power. Maybe you captured cost of fuel for 20,000. That was your budget. But you also did not create room for eventualities. And now the price of fuel per liter is about 1,000 naira. So already the business is suffering from the get-go. But if you're able to get out of this and say in a month or two, power is restored, you have built an experience. Tomorrow, when somebody wants to fund your business and they ask you, what would you do with the money? One of the things you would now create room for would be eventuality around power, because you've seen it happen before. It can happen again, and so you create room around it, which is why it is okay to start and fail. It is very okay. But you must learn from the failure and move forward. So every failure is an experience to improve. Every failure is an experience to improvise, to innovate, to be creative, to remodel, to restructure. If you're failing and you're doing the same thing the same way, even after you have failed, then something is wrong. When you fail, you learn from the failure, you restructure the approach, you move forward. Some businesses start with one business model, and then halfway through it, they realize that model is not working. So they introduce another business model until they get the right one that suits the business. And then from that point, so the business begins to grow. Investors begins to come in. But at the point where the business is still struggling to understand the best way to make money, investors are not interested at that point. They are watching. So if you're one of those people who have a beautiful business idea and your regular narrative is you are waiting for capital, you are waiting for fund, that business will not start. Because in today's reality, nobody wants to give you money if they have not seen what you have done with your own money. Even if you failed, they want to see what you have done with your own money. So they want to see something like this. I started this business last year. I invested 50,000 into the business. But 6 months after, the business closed. These are the lessons I learned from the closure. If I had done this, if I had done that, we would have scaled. Now I am better informed. And I want to start the business again. And I'm looking for 150,000 to start this business. This is what I will do differently from 6 months ago. I will now do this, I will now do that. So you're speaking from the angle of experience, not the man that is dreaming, not the man that is speaking in faith. You're speaking from the angle of practicality. You have been in the field. You have made the mistakes. You understand. So now when they entrust you with other people's money, you would know how to spend it. Who likes this class? Money class.